What's up, everybody, man? So, story time. I experienced my first ever K-pop concert. As many of you may know, my daughter is a huge K-pop fan, and we went to go see ATEEZ yesterday. Now, ATEEZ is, I always hear her listening to the music, so some of it is catchy, some of it sticks, so they're the ones that I'm more familiar with. So I sent them to go see Stray Kids, and then I saw that ATEEZ was coming, so I was like, why not, right? So I bought the tickets, and I was like, okay, well, let me go check it out. And let me tell you something. So at first, I didn't know what to expect, right? I get there, lines are ridiculous, like crazy lines just to get in to the venue. This was being held at the Globe Life Stadium with the Texas Rangers, and if you're familiar with it, it was like I saw 3 separate lines, but they were like ridiculously long. So we managed to form a line, and it was just crazy seeing like everybody's excitement and just everybody with merch and like dressed up and custom gear. And like the cool thing about it was there was a bunch of people handing out freebies. Like I got a bunch of like free stuff, like they hand out like just stuff that they make, and they just go around handing them out to everybody because they're fans. Like, yo, that's dope as hell. So we're in line, right? And it's hot Texas day, and I'm doing my best not to pass out because I ain't trying to be a little bitch and just ruin it for everybody. So I took my 2 daughters, my sister went, my sister-in-law, shout out to them too. And they're all K-pop fans, and this is my first experience with this whole world, pretty much. So we're in line, seems like forever. Finally we get inside, and it's just like amazing. Like to me, it's just I've been to concerts and I've seen but just it felt different. Like the vibe was a little different, So we make our way to our seats, and I'm surprised by the view. To me it was a great view, for last minute tickets. Like I was like, holy crap, like this is pretty dope, And I sat back and I was just observing everybody, and just little by little started getting more and more packed, and seats started getting filled up. And I was just observing and watching, and I kid you not, I saw a range from kids, little boys and girls, to grown men and women. Like, I'm talking about, like, one of them seemed like she could have been somebody's grandma there. Like, it was just crazy to see, like the range of the fans that it attracted. So we're getting there, everybody's getting hyped, and boom, lights dim, people come out, and everybody goes crazy. I'm like, okay, dope, it's starting, it's getting hyped, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then my daughter tells me, hey, those aren't the main ones, it's just the ones that are opening for them. I mean, I had no idea, I didn't know. So I was like, oh, okay, like, damn, they were putting on a good show. I thought it was them, but apparently not. So shout out to the openers too, because they killed it out there, and everybody was going crazy. So that's what made me think it was them, because everybody was going wild. But boy, was I wrong, because if they were going crazy for them, when the main people came out, when ATEEZ came out, yo, all these screamings and barking and everybody was going ape shit. Like, it got to the point where it was so loud, like my ears were like ringing when they were screaming. Like it was bad, but it was dope, And then everybody had like these light sticks that I guess they sync up with the concert venue and everything. So like it just looked so fucking dope. Like everybody was going crazy. The performers were off the chain. Like it's amazing. And I even asked my sister at one point, I was like, hey, do you think they're actually singing, or is it like a playback? They're like, no, like they're actually out there singing. I was like, it's impressive because the amount of dancing and running and jumping and shit that they're doing on stage. Like, I know everybody, no, I'm not comparing to Chris Brown or whatever, it's never been to him, but they're saying, oh, how they're impressed by how he can do all this dancing and everything. But these people, ATs, put on a 3-hour show, non-stop dancing and hyping, and just it's just amazing. And it sounded so good too. Like, that's why I asked my sister, I was like, do you think they're actually singing, or it's like a playback? But when she informed me, and even my daughter was like, no, I guess she broke it down and told me how they trained to be able to do all that. It's like, yo, that just blew my mind. Like, it was so good, and I was truly impressed by what they were doing. So the show was going on, and it was getting just more hype, and just everybody was going crazy. And there would be moments where I would just sit back and just watch everything around. And it was so dope because at one point I saw, like I said, this lady who seemed like a grandma. She was standing up with her glow stick, dancing and singing the songs. And I was like, that is dope as shit, man. Like, all these, like, everybody, like kids, grown-ups, like there was men and women there. Like, it was dope. Like, just to see everybody at the venue, like, just getting along, just having a great time. It was just like so dope, you know, like no drama, no nothing, just everybody there having a great fucking time. And then at one point, one of the members, I don't know the names, I'm sorry, I apologize, my daughter, she might get out to me for this, but one of them brought like a DJ out there and got on the tables, and it was like a mini rave. Yo, that shit was so fucking lit. I was in that bitch just hype, like, and then the light, like I said, the lights were synced and everything, so it was so fucking dope, man. Like, it literally like brought me back to one of the times I was in Vegas. It's the environment and the hype, it was just so fucking dope, and everybody was going crazy, like I said, and it was just fucking hype, man. And then I realized that I have my daughter calls it a bias. I guess it's Jung Ho. It's some dude. I think, honestly, those of you that know who he is will not disagree, but I guess it's this dude right here. This motherfucker can sing his ass off. Let me tell you, he doesn't do all that dancing and everything, but I feel, and my sister agrees, he doesn't need to do any dancing because the singing just fucking makes up for it. Like, he literally sings his fucking ass off. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he's the most talented one in the group. Like, I'm sorry, he's not out there singing, I mean, he's not out there dancing or whatever to make up for lack of talent. I mean, everybody else is talented too, but this dude could sing his ass off. So I found out that is my bias, which means I guess he's my favorite one of the group. So it was crazy because whenever they would show him up on screen, like, I'll start yelling and going crazy, and my daughters would fucking start laughing and shit, man. Like, it was dope, man. It was dope to experience that, my first time with my daughters and my sister, and just knowing that, you know, way back in the day when my sister was young, you know, she went to Vegas, and she still says I crashed her party because she went for a K-pop concert, and I would always give her shit about it, you know, and she's always been a fan. And I like to think that it's because of her, and my daughters are fans as well. But it's dope. You know, I get it now. I get the hype now. So all that just to say this, I honestly think that this concert is the best concert I have ever been to in my life. Like, just from the vibes, from the hype, from just the performance, just everything was so, it was dope. Like, I don't know, it for it being my first time, it's a big statement for me to say that. You know, I've been to plenty of concerts, I've seen plenty of people. This is possibly the best concert I have ever been to. So if you're not a fan, or if you've never been to a K-pop concert, give it a chance. My daughters love it. You know, I enjoy it. It's not bad music. Yes, I don't understand what they're saying, but it's catchy. it puts you in a good mood. Like it's vibey, you know. So give it a chance, learn about it, experience it, and like I said, man, I said this plenty of times. I'll continue to say it, man. Anything that makes my daughters happy makes me happy. So if they're into that, hey, who am I to tell them otherwise? You know, as long as they're just smiling on their face, I'm okay with it. So that was my review, my little experience of the first time as a grown man going to a K-pop concert. And I can honestly say that yeah, ATEEZ is probably my favorite now, and I have a bias, and screw you if you don't agree with me. But that was it. Hope you liked it, and peace out, y'all.